another group struggling to gain control of an area that is constantly under siege. So just let them fight it out. Let them fight it out and leave us out of it. This is Iraq's problem. This is Iran's problem. It's not our problem. They're not on our soil. They're not threatening our citizens on our American soil. And if you're across and overseas and you get caught and you get kidnapped by these groups and you are murdered subsequently, then maybe you should have had different travel plans, would be my suggestion there. And I know that's brutal and that's a blunt way to say it, but personally, I'm not going to make a trip to Iraq or Iran or Pakistan. I don't have any vacation homes out there or plans to vacation. I can just watch the videos safely at home on the internet. So my head firmly intact when I do that. So I'm sorry if you take that personally, that you think that that's being very unconcerning, very what's the word I'm looking for? Well, you know what word I'm looking for there. These are the kind of things that upset me when we give all these silly groups attention. Hey, now, Osama bin Laden, that's different. 1,000 people dead. That guy had the power to do that. These people don't have the power to hurt a fly over here. Otherwise, by now they would have. So take that as you want to. You want to take it with a grain of salt and say, I still want war with ISIS. You go to war with ISIS and make them stronger. Congratulations. Stupid is as stupid does, as Forrest Gump once said.
I feel like the sky is falling down. Ain't nobody here to play around. Push it to the edge, I won't back down. Cause it's time to go hard or go home. One way up, no way out. I give it all for the family. We stay up, no bailouts. Give it all for the family. Family, family, family. 5, 4, 3, 2, I got one shot. You lose the love and respect, that's where the trust stop. New work, top drop. I roll up every 15 minutes like a bus stop. And you can smell just how I'm smoking when I burn out. And you can catch me riding dirty, but my car not. It's love and loyalty into my heart lock. Never turn your back, won't know how it turned out. I said it once, I do it again. I'm playing the game, I do it to win. With you and your friend that's thinking, then it's me and my team. You know we gon' win, you know we gon' ball. You know we gon' rise till the wheels fall off. You know we gon' stick to the goal, we ain't think about y'all. I feel like the sky is falling down. Ain't nobody here to play around. Push it to the edge, I won't back down. Cause it's time to go hard and go home. One way up, no way out. I give it all for the family. We stay up, no bailouts. Give it all for the family. Hey, hey, for the family. Hey, hey, all for the family. Family, family, family.
Am I winning? Why would I go hard for? Swinging on the green like I'm trying to get a paw for. You ain't sitting at my table, hope you starve. Hold on, be pushing my buttons as you starting on my car. Pressure make it diamond, that pressure make me a star. Got a method to my madness to bring me down by the bar. People always asking me how I got this far. My response is just to keep it honest and be who you are. Now they call me Mrs. Money, I got married to the moolah. Just to measure my success, I need at least 100 rulers. Glory, hallelujah, I'ma take that as a church. I'ma finish like I started it, you still got that work.
I feel like the sky is falling down. Ain't nobody here to play around. Push it to the edge, I won't back down. Cause it's time to go hard and go home. One way up, no way out. I give it all for the family. We stay up, no bailouts. Give it all for the family. Hey, hey, for the family. Hey, hey, all for the family. Family, family. sky is falling down. Ain't nobody here to play around. Push it to the edge, I won't back down. Cause it's time to go hard and go home. One way up, no way out. I give it all for the family. We stay up, no bailouts. Give it all for the family. Hey, hey, for the family. Hey, hey, all for the family. Family, family, family.
Well, here we go with this. I'm going to sound like a cold-hearted asshole. Yes, that's. I just want to explain my position here a little more intensely. As far as if anyone wants to call me a cold-hearted asshole, because I don't feel so sorry for people who put themselves in harm's way, especially in countries over in the Middle East, which are indifferent to us. This isn't being cold-hearted, it's just being, as Leonard Nimoy's character Spock would say so well, logical. You do not go where you're not liked unless you have either a very well-accompanied force of arms, great bodyguards, or just plain amazing luck. So again, those of you who are now going to probably say, well, this Ken Woodward of Patriots Watchtower is a cold-hearted bastard. He doesn't care that Americans are being killed in the Middle East. No, I do care that Americans are being killed in the Middle East, and I think it is atrocious, and I think it is wrong. But these people knew the risk they were taking, and they knew they were walking into harm's way. So before we feel so upset that Americans are being killed, remember some of these Americans are doing it at their own risk, and doing that, they're at risk. So again, I don't want anybody's head chopped off, but if you're deciding that, I'm going to do a story in the middle of Baghdad and get captured and have my head cut off, well, I probably knew going in that was a possibility. Just to put things on firm ground here, as far as, we live in the real world, and those of you who don't want to live in the real world, you probably shouldn't listen to anything I say, I guess.
Mission Control, this is Jupiter 1. The Robinsons are all tucked in. We are ready to fly.
Welcome back to Uprising. I'm Sonali Kohatkar. You can now watch Uprising on Free Speech TV, which airs on Dish Network Channel 9415, DirecTV Channel 348, and on hundreds of part-time cable affiliates and on Roku. Walmart made a surprise announcement on Thursday that it would be raising wages of its 500,000 U.S. workforce to $9 an hour by this April and then $10 by next February. In a press release, the world's largest private employer said, quote, Walmart has represented a ladder of opportunity since it started, and the company wants to ensure that this remains a vital part of the Walmart experience. The company's reputation has suffered serious blows for years now for paying poverty-level wages to its workers, ensuring that a very large fraction of them have to rely on government assistance to survive. Walmart has also faced scores of lawsuits for gender discrimination, among other things. But in the past 2 years, union organizers have been working with some Walmart employees to agitate for better conditions and wages. The group Our Walmart last November led the first coordinated sit-ins at Walmart stores in the history of the companies, and employees have also launched a number of one-day strikes and walkouts during busy shopping days, such as Black Friday. So does the new move to raise the base pay of Walmart workers mean that the company has salvaged its ugly reputation? Joining me to answer that question is Josh Idelson. He is a reporter for Bloomberg Businessweek and a former salon writer who has closely followed the activism by Walmart workers. His latest article is entitled, Walmart May Be Cheap, but It Would Rather Give Up Money Than Power. Welcome to the show, Josh.
Thanks for having me back.
Well, did you see this wage raise coming, or were you blindsided even if you've been following the story?
I think this is a dramatic move and not one that I think many other observers would have seen coming a week or two ago. Certainly, this is less than what Walmart could do, and it's less than what both Walmart employee activists and folks outside the company have been agitating for. But it's more than a lot of people would have expected a couple years ago, when for the first time we started to see coordinated U.S. retail store strikes. at Walmart, something that had never happened in the company's 50-year history. So when you look at a $9 or $10 wage floor, certainly that's less than what many people would consider a living wage, and it's something that many Walmart employees in certain states would have, or municipalities, would have had to be paid under upcoming or current law, or are being paid anyway. Still, for a company that currently has some employees making $7.25 and that is famous for not being overly generous in the way that it pays people, or for that matter, suppliers, this is a big deal. And a $9 and then $10 wage floor is a major change in how Walmart is going to be seen and how Walmart does business, though it's an incremental one.
Let's get into some of these numbers. The Daily Beast did an analysis of the wage raise, and it said Walmart's workforce is split about evenly between full and part-timers. Part-timers will make $17,500 a year if they work 35 hours a week for about 50 weeks a year. Full-timers will make $26,000 working 40 hours a week for 50 weeks. So for a two-person household, the federal poverty line is $15,930. For a four-person household, it's about $24,250. So we're talking here in the best case scenario, workers just barely being above the poverty line with Walmart's new wages.
Right. This policy is not an end to Walmart being a working poor employer. It's not an end to Walmart workers being in poverty, but it is a step, and the latest in a series of steps over the years that Walmart has made that at least have the potential effect of dampening or complicating outside or internal criticism that it's got, whether from workers or environmentalists or others who have gotten in the way of Walmart's reputation.
As far as you can tell, will the wage increase change much about workers' reliance on public government assistance?
Well, it remains to be seen what the breakdown is, and the question of exactly how well Walmart pays is something that has been hotly contested over the past couple of years.
Right, and can you address that for a second, too? I mean, why is it so hard to get numbers on how much Walmart just pays its employees very specifically before and then even after this raise might take effect?
So Walmart has put forward a series of numbers which have then been contested by activists. Activists have put forward numbers that have been contested by Walmart. Walmart had a figure it was using for a while, which left out part-time workers and included management. Activists put forward figures, including one from Glassdoor.com. There was a funny moment in which Walmart chose to brag at a Goldman Sachs get-together about the nearly 500,000 at least employees in the U.S. who were making more than $25,000 a year. Activists then took that figure and said, well, doesn't that mean that the majority of Walmart workers in the U.S. are making less than $25,000 a year? And so certainly being able to say we have a $9 or after 6 months training $10 next year wage floor gives Walmart a much snappier, more succinct response to criticism of being a so-called poverty employer. And it will move some people and not others.
But do you attribute this move by the company to the pressure put on it by our Walmart and these organized walkouts? I mean, granted that only a very tiny percentage of Walmart's workforce has even been able to have the courage to or been able to risk their jobs to do the kinds of things they've done. I mean, I can't imagine that Walmart just out of the goodness of its heart in a vacuum decided to do this.
Sure. So certainly you can point to labor market factors. You can point to nudging from the White House, any number of factors. But I think it is difficult to ignore the role of, again, the first coordinated walkouts at U.S. Walmart stores in the company's history in the United States. This is something that has captured tremendous media attention. It's something that's gotten in the way of Walmart's relationship with its customers, with the media, with cities in which it's trying to expand. And it's a kind of tactic that we increasingly see as political and economic and judicial changes have made it more difficult to do strikes that shut down and disrupt production. Increasingly, unions and labor groups, in some cases like our Walmart, a non-union labor group backed by a union, have turned to the set of tactics that use strikes, but as an anchor on a broader campaign of political and legal and media and